Well, the whole country thinks it's at a USO event, like just constantly now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to talk about Toby Keith.
Going to talk about Toby Keith.
Seen here doing some Christian nationalism.
Yes, with someone who may have done 9/11.
No, this is like the court musician to somebody who may have done 9/11. This is this is Toby Keith playing in Saudi Arabia, because this was part of like MBS's like oh Christ. I mean, Saudi Arabia, whole episode in itself, MBS, whole episode on himself.
Yes.
This was like sort of the Trump rapprochement, right? And it was like MBS clearly, Mohammed bin Salman, the de facto leader of Saudi Arabia, has clearly said at some point, right, what do Americans like that we can like give them to show them that we're like modernizing and westernizing? He's like, Toby Keith and wrestling.
And WWE.
And motorcycles. And WWE. So there was a Harley Davidson rally in Riyadh in honor of President Trump's visit.
I wouldn't want to ride a motorcycle in Riyadh. I would want something with air conditioning.
I would be very sweaty.
Also, very difficult to wear a tub. You got to like, I think you have to be wearing pants to ride a motorcycle is the thing. And so like having a long flowing robe just seems like an invitation to disaster to me.
Like that scene in The Incredibles with the capes, you know?
Toby Keith played Riyadh, which is very, very funny for a guy who like made his name sort of like being a booster for invading 9/11 to get revenge. Invading 9/11, invading Iraq to get revenge for 9/11.
It was basically invading 9/11 because we were just invading. We just invaded something.
Yeah.
It was just like, we got to invade something. Yeah.
Guys. So he ended up playing for the guys who probably as like a state actor have the most responsibility for 9/11.
There was at least a couple guys in the audience at that concert who had done 9/11.
Yeah, who had done a little bit of 9/11 and also loved Toby Keith. I hate the Saudis so much, man. I hate Toby Keith so much. It's sort of the final hypocrisy, right? Is like after these guys won and got everything that they wanted, for them to then be like, yeah, and also we didn't mean it. It's just sort of adding insult to injury.
Oh, sorry. I was plugging in my laptop.
No worries.
I'm just like crawling around on the ground.
Yeah, it sounded like you were fighting for your life. I was trying to like.
I was.
Gotta stall for time here. I guess MBS's assassins have gotten to Liam.
Liam is being shipped to Jeddah in like 60 garbage bags.
Oh man, this isn't how I wanted to go out at all.
The like Trump thing about going out like Stan Chera, but it's going out like Adnan Khashoggi.
Yes.
There's Toby Keith wrote a song called The Angry American where hang on, I'm gonna read you some lyrics of this fucking thing.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Haven't we suffered enough?
No.
Damn it.
It's actually called Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. The Angry American. All right. I'm going to read you just sub-lyrics. Now this nation I love has fallen under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we can see clearly through our big black eye, man, we light up your world like the 4th of July. Wait, hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, man. It's going to be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it feels like the whole wide world is raining down on you, brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage. and you'll be sorry that you messed with the US of A, because we'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. That's not even the
It's so funny to me.
And here he is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Singing about women and whiskey in a country whose leaders are not very happy with the idea of either. Well, they like the whiskey, but like in private. Yeah, no, I don't know, man.
Oh, this was an all-male audience, by the way.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Sponsored by Saudi Bin Laden Group.
I want you to imagine the smell that is conjured up by the phrase all-male Toby Keith audience
in Saudi Arabia, so there's like extra sweat, you know?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the robes keep you dry, but they keep you cool, but not that cool.
Yeah. Are we done kicking Toby Keith around?
Music's actually drowned out by one huge air conditioning unit behind the stage.
One of those floating ones, was it Qatar said they were going to have for 2022? All right, Roz, it's your favorite song. Accidental Racist.
Right. LL Cool J's proudest moments.
All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I have this in just as, oh God, like the relationship between rap and country has sort of been blurred. We're going to talk about that a little later, but like how Nashville country has basically taken the most popular parts from music of the last 20 or so years, made them white, and then, basically stripped them of their identities.
Yeah, so same thing as Pat Boone, but like, with R&B and with hip-hop.
I beg of you to look up the lyrics to Accidental Racist. They are the funniest fucking thing.
LL Cool J asks Brad Paisley for not to hate him for like sagging his pants, and also not to blame him for Sherman turning the South into firewood.
Yeah. Brad Paisley, at one point there's the line, "If you don't judge my do-rag, I won't judge your red flag," talking about the Stars and Bars.
Incredible.
They're just trying to solve cancel culture.
Yeah, this is the compromise that ended racism.